Good day, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trade in all our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated trade as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade. Beautiful, beautiful trend. It just kicked in a few minutes ago. We are in the right direction, and we are going to hit the institutional target number one. There are three targets for the whole day. The target one is 19,963. On the ES, it will be 5,751. After that, there is a profit taken. Be careful. It's a lovely day, easy day, simple day, and there is much chances for the Nasdaq. We will be hitting the target too for the morning session at 19,911. There is sellers coming in again on the Nasdaq, and the sellers over the buyers with 6 different time frame. The market analyzer, some other indications are in red, and actually the ES is much more bear market than the Nasdaq. So this is good. But also you have to be aware of that we are coming between those two yellow lines. If you've been following us for this year, last year, or last 3 years, you will find out when the market comes between those two yellow lines, it is the end of the trend. Those, they measure the previous highs and lows, and those are very important to not activating any new trades once the market enter those two yellow lines. They are very important not to activate any new trade. Now, if you are in a trade, that's good. But to generate new trades when the market go between those two lines is not a very good idea, because this area here for more professional trading, not for amateur trading. This is the place where you start looking for reversal. Looking at the charts right now and say reversal, you must be out of your mind. But technically, those area here, it is the end of the line, whether you like it or not. So there is more chances the market can drop to the target 1 and target 2 on Nasdaq, and the ES will hit target 1. There is a good possibility, but this is the end of the line for the short trade. And that's life. Welcome to trading. Nothing can be done. So we are looking, you're going to have a profit taken on target 1 and profit taken on target 1 on the ES, both on the Nasdaq and ES. So you got to be aware of what's going on. Also, you have to look at the ES start firing reversal and the Nasdaq start firing reversal. So please do not activate any new trade to the short side. There is not much left to the short side. Nasdaq 7,000, CL 1,600, and the ES is 3,400. A little pullback should not scare you. There's a good chance for re-entry. You see, you have a double resistance, used to be double support. You have a double resistance on the ES, So as long as we are below this double resistance, we are okay. Here is your re-entry point on the ES 5,775. The second re-entry is 5779. Those are the two key for re-entry short. For the Nasdaq you have a resistance on 20,029, and then you have a re-entry on 20,060 and 20,089, followed by heavy resistance. So we are covered very well for short, and we are protected for short. A little pullback should not scare you, but when the market entered those two yellow lines, if you notice on the ES and Nasdaq, doesn't matter what type of auto trade you are using, doesn't matter what time frame, doesn't matter what you have, Renko bar, range, doesn't matter. The 1 minute do not lie the direction of the market. You are a day trader. For day trader, you cannot hide behind Renko bars. You can auto trade Renko bar, you can auto trade range, you can auto trade anything you want. But to look at the market, you always have to look at the 1 minute. The 1 minute tell you the true story, what's going on in the market. Anything beside the 1 minute, you are fooling yourself. I'm telling you from an experience for over 32 years behind the screen. For day trading is only 1 minute, and you cannot challenge the 1 minute. You're not an institutional, you're not a bank to start looking at 30 minutes chart and 15 minutes chart. You don't have money to cover the ES holding overnight. You just renting the ES and renting the Nasdaq and then deliver at the end of the day. You have no impact, no inventory, nothing for you to move the market. So you need to adapt to the 1 minute chart on any given indicators you have. It does not mean on our system. Doesn't matter what you have, and you think you got the golden diamond, crystal ball, whatever you have is okay. Put it on 1 minute. The reason sometimes you see some people trying to convince you with Renko bar and range or something, especially Renko bar, because when you put this indicator or this auto trade on minutes, it reveal how bad it is. And that's why they cover themselves with a high time frame, 15 minutes, and then you have to put a stop loss, the 100 tick on the ES on a 15 minutes chart, or they try to, but also you can, if you have a bunch of indicators, don't fool yourself. Put those indicators on 1 minute and see which one is working and which one is not, is confusing you in the market. Filter your indicator, which one is working on 1 minute and which one is just rubbish. It is very important to filter which indicator is giving you a wrong reading. A wrong reading can make a wrong decision. So that's why they come out with this idea, giving you 15 minutes chart or Renko bar to cover the defect on the indicator or on the auto trade. When I say that, I get hammered with negative emails, and I don't care. I'm enjoying myself. I say it the way it is. Who don't like it, that's their problem. I know what I'm talking about. So here is the re-entry. It is the double resistance, and we are holding below that number. There is a good chance for the ES also to go back to this re-entry at 57.78. For the one who missed the trades in the morning, this is a good re-entry point. For the Nasdaq now has changed, and the good re-entry point, it is very good at 20,074 as a re-entry short. You know, speaking about, we don't need to be a genius trader. When you come in between those two yellow lines and those between the two yellow lines, if you go to every video we have live here on YouTube on the same channel, once this market entered those two yellow lines, the dead zone here, the market reverse. You can follow any video for the last 3-4 years. is the same story. You do not activate the auto trade once the market entered those two yellow lines, because it's measured very well, and you are looking at the 1 minute. It's giving you the true story right there. So here it is. Pullback re-entry. It's a beautiful morning, no stress, nice. This is the auto trade we covered yesterday for traders on the webinar, and it is based on one contract. When the market goes against you, it takes another one and cover it. If we look what happened to the NASDAQ, took a short trade, and this one here is made also for the micro account, and then took another trade from the fibs and covered it. And the same thing happening right now, and then took a short trade, it worked, and then what he does, he takes those trades from the fibs, and when the market pulled back, he just take him out. This is a great idea for a micro account, and he take him and then start covering, and this is an idea also for overnight trade. So this kind of a trade, it is for overnight or for a flat market, and then what it does, you can tell it if you want 5 mini contracts, micro account, 10 micro account ES is equal to 1 ES. 10 lots is equal to 1. And then what it does, it covers itself when it's in trouble. When the auto trade take a trade and it goes against you, like what happened here, as you see, he took a trade and went against you. He get filled up and go ahead and recover himself immediately and go ahead and change the direction and try to cover the losses if the market goes against you. And then what he does, he starts taking the fib lines one after the other until the market respond to one of the fib line. If the market go into your direction, it's going to stay on one trade. If the market goes against you, he's going to go ahead and get filled. This is an example. This one here took a trade, is a reversal trading. This is not trending with a trend. This is a reversal trading. And if you notice here, he took a trade short and then come in here and took a perfect re-entry long, and he finished it. And when the trade he was going to go long went against him, he filled up on the fib line, cash in, and then he is going after the market. And this is something that when you are trading fibs, I don't see how anyone using fibs on Renko bars and range bars and banana bars. I don't understand this. Your best friend is not to get fibs from a used furniture shop or from some kind of flea market. You need to get the proper fibs, and the story is not with the fibs. The story is there is million people draw fibs. There is all kind of fibs out there. The story is when we want to trade fibs, and this is what you see, the same mistake. Everyone making videos about fibs. They argue where is the fib is going to be drawn from, and then when they have the fibs, they don't know if this fib is going to hold or not. This is partial of the story when the fib is a hold-in or not. Whereas the story, the secret with the fibs is the pressure in the market indicated if this market going to hold on the fib line or not. This is the true story. It's not where you draw the line. It's not where you draw the lines. It is when we hit the fib, if it's going to break it or not. There's a big difference between going long or short when we hit the fib. So let's say if we have a line called resistance, and when the market hit the resistance, you're going to go short. But the market is recovering. And if it breaks this resistance, the market is no longer short, it's long. $200 losses a day is $50,000 a year. So, snap out of those small talk, and always you need to measure the market. So this is, again, this auto trade, the one we showed you. You can use on the micro account, and it's going to your direction. He took a short, it didn't work, it closed it, took another short, and it is right on the money. This is the auto trade is not built to trade with the trend. Trading with the trend is the one here on the white chart. It is to swing trading if you want to swing trading. This one here is to approach the market where the market is sideways overnight, and like Fridays is always a nightmare. Mondays, the market needs to digest for all the news over the weekend, especially right now. There are crazy news all over the world. So the market always on Monday needs to be digest what's going on the weekend, and maybe it's gonna go long, maybe it's gonna go short, maybe sideways, we don't know. And it is not the best idea to swing trade the market on Mondays, but then you have the proper tools to approach it with the different tools. You know, you don't take a high-end car made in 2023 or 2024. I don't want to name any cars. Maybe we're not allowed to say any cars on the YouTube. You cannot come with a screwdriver and a wire plier and you're gonna take an engine off. Not with those new engines. You have to have all kind of computers, everything for you to take it off. So the same thing with the trading. You cannot come in and auto trade with a wire plier and a screwdriver. Those days are done. So as you see, the auto trade is taking one trade at a time on the NASDAQ and is building your profit slowly, nicely, securely. Yesterday when we did the optimization, the profit factor was around 693, 683, 682. And then the percentage is 80%. And we will go ahead and look what happened when the trade, when you're in trouble, the auto trade take over. And then what happened here? This is a NASDAQ. This is a 7 range, very fast chart. Took a short trade. It did not. It got in trouble. He took another trade, leveling the price, and go ahead and finish the trade. And now you're building. Now you are 425 on that trade, and now it is building. Every time it goes against you, and now he built another one. He built out of it. You can see how he built out of it. This is a very fast chart, and look how is nailing the market on the reversals. Jesus, this is a very fast market. Let's see what's happening. Okay, we are hitting. I'll put it back. We are hitting the target one. Profit taken on target one, and target one is coming right now on target one. Profit taken on the Nasdaq target one. At this moment, we are at 10:23, so till 11, by 11 o'clock, plus minus 10 minutes, we will be hitting the 19,912. This is the morning session. You can see how the Nasdaq hit the target one right on the dot. Look at it, right on the dot, and profit taken. Now, if we go back to this trade, we had a losing trade here and already recovered within seconds. We had a losing trade right there. And now he got it and covered in seconds, and here it is. And now it is based on one contract. You're about to hit $1,000 a day, and here it is. If we look at the trade, he was nailing every short trade, and then he took long on the fib. It didn't work. The market went the opposite direction, and look where he reversed the market from. You can see where he reversed the market from, and he nailed it. In this condition, if you want to, you can also override the auto trade and say close position if you want the auto trade to start reversing the market. Again, you can go ahead and close position, or you can leave it as is. So right now he did $720 on one contract, and we lost on one trade, and now you are up again to almost 1,000. And here it is. We finished one trade, and let's look at the Nasdaq direction. The Nasdaq hit the target one, and then you got the signal, buy signal. Doesn't matter. There is no buy signal. We're going to the target two. If you're out of a trade, here is your re-entry point. Is already drawn on the chart. Where is your re-entry point? It is 20,031.50. This is your re-entry point. Is it good? Is this fib? Here it is. If this market come into this fib, is it a resistance, or we are going to break that resistance? So if we look at the pressure in the market with some other high time frame, you don't need to have different chart. It says here the high time frame is still to the down direction, and the market analyzer from 1 to 30 minutes is down, and then there is a little bit of green on one, and then the sellers over the buyer indicating this one here is going to hold. Simple. Simple. Now the Nasdaq took a trade, one contract. Here it is. Also, if you want to, you can go ahead and close the trade here. You see, close position. You can take profit without turning off your auto trade. You just take some of the profit if you want to by just clicking here. You can direct it short, you can direct it long. You can say long only, and then it change the color. Or if you want to say short, you say short only, and then you can correct it short. if you want to. Or if you want to leave it alone, you can leave it alone. And then we say, okay, close trade. I want to take a profit, and now it's taking short again. You can do whatever you want, and here it is, pumping out again. And then you can take some profit by pushing one button, and then you say, okay, you know, it is, we can look, there is a re-entry there. If you want to leave it as is, it's fine. And this is one contract, or you can use a micro account, and you can tell the Autotrade how many contracts you want, allow the Autotrade to take contract to correct your trades. So in other words, if you tell them 10 micro ES is equal to 1 ES, is fine. And here it is, you're hitting your $1,000, and it's coming to the target one. When it hit target one, I'm gonna close the trade. Or I'll let the auto trade close it. Also, you have to remember, for our traders, if you see there is a star above the bar, that means keep going. When the bars disappear, when the star disappear above the bar, like here, you see, the stars disappear. It's just a little information. If you are in a trade and you see stars, that means hold your horse a little bit if you want to override the auto trade. And he is insistent on reversing the market. And if the market goes up, where is the re-entry point, he's gonna nail another one, and he's gonna nail another one on the fib and the second fib. And because if we look here, the direction is in red, and now he's shorting out the market. If the market pull back, he's gonna nail another one on the fib. If it goes to the higher fib, he's gonna open another position, and then shout it all in one time, get a moving average and get out of the trade. This is a very clever, we've been having this for, I don't know, for maybe a couple of years, 3 years, I don't know, I don't remember. So let's go on the swing trade, and this is your re-entry point on the NASDAQ is 20,018. Yes, Vito, this is the one we covered yesterday. Yes, sir. And you have a re-entry on 57.69. So be careful. If this market across this 20,019, all the bets off on the short. All the bets off on the short. Doesn't matter what type of auto trade. If you notice how the NASDAQ came into this number and diving back in, you see? Now it's 10:32. By 11 o'clock, we should hit plus minus. You can see how the trades took today, and he's not going to let this market go away. He is not going to let the market go away. If you get in trouble, he'll try to sort it out for you. But he does, he's taking the trades on the pullback, reversal, pullback. You see? It's finished. Now it is 10:41. Let's look at the, we are hitting the target 2. We're coming to the target 2 at 10:41 plus minus 10 minutes. Here it is. We are coming right on time to the institutional number. This is the morning session, and we are done for today. Profit taken on target 1, and the re-entry right now is 20,009. 20,009, the re-entry. Short, of course. Now it's going to break this long. And I'm going to close position. Finished. It can go higher, but I want to close it here to show you how this auto trade acted. One trade, when it got in trouble, he covered immediately. One trade, one trade, one trade. When he got in trouble, he readjusted and took out the trade. If you remember when we were doing the video, he had, and then it didn't work here. This is the biggest blow for that trade this morning. But this is the whole started today. Took a small trade, nice. Took a long trade, didn't work, recovered immediately and closed the trade, broke even, took a trade, took a short, it didn't work, and then go ahead and took one more and immediately exited out of a bad trade. The same story here, exit immediately out of a bad trade. Here we got hammered because the market for no reason dropped. And then he reversed this market perfectly, perfect reversal. And then on the pullback re-entry, took a long trade, and then didn't hold it. He predicted short from the fib line, took a trade, should go continue short. It didn't work the short, took one more, closed the trade, covered all the losses, losing trade. And then what he did, he recovered and closed immediately. Break even, covered, recovered, covered. So this is something you can put overnight, or this is something you can use on a day like Monday, Friday, when there is volatility, flat market. This one is like a jewel, you know. Can always recalculate the market, and then go ahead and adjust it. So this is, and the 7 range is a very small chart to trade Nasdaq, but never mind, he managed to keep on top of it, and this is really an excellent idea for trading. And it's 10:48. Let's see what we have. The short trades are finished on the Nasdaq, and the ES also. Once across the 50, you have to wait till the ES across the 57.69 for allowing any type of an auto trade to take long. As long as this ES below the 57.69, you should not allow any type of an entry or ATRs or MACDs or on moving averages to take a long trade until we are above that level. Once we are above that level, that means you can go ahead and take a long. And also is a very risky to take at this moment the long trade on the Nasdaq. So you gotta wait till we see the ES crossing, then that will be really nice. The Nasdaq already crossed from the short trade to the long trade, but we need the ES digest this the same direction. On the Nasdaq, the one we finished with it, and now it's gonna be a really lot of volatility here in those area. And if you still have the stomach to go for one more round, what you do, you reload, and then here it is, you reload, and now we are starting from zero, and immediately the auto trade start taking position and taking the trades, and there is a lot of fibs in there, so it's gonna go ahead and he's going to start dancing around those fibs and trying to start position himself on it. But now the whole eyes is waiting on the ES 5770. If we are crossing it, that will be something else. You know, the minute we cross this yellow line today, look here where it says buy reverse, and this one say buy reverse, and here it says buy reverse, you see, and both of them, when they enter this yellow lines, they didn't go any farther, and that's exactly what we said from the beginning of the webinar. So there is a few things on the chart is already like small signal, like when there is a reversal, you know, this is those reversal, they don't repaint, you know. When there is a reversal, if you are in a trend, maybe you want to consider taking one or two out. And when it says buy, it the plot automatically on your chart. So if you are in a short trade and you see signal buy, it doesn't matter if it fell. As an example here, the NASDAQ says buy. It didn't go that far, okay? Didn't go that far. But when you start getting those signals and you are in a short trade on a NASDAQ, ES, whatever it is, then it did go a little bit farther down. It's irrelevant. You know, you just secure your profit. So those small things on top the bars and below the bars, those are for the a trader to giving him a signal where we are in the trade, you know, and here is your, here, we just reloaded to start taking a trade, and I'm gonna take a little profit on one contract, and then I'll let it recalculate again, because we are coming to this line here. So let's see if he's gonna take a short or long trade on the NASDAQ. That will be really nice to see what will happen. Okay, he's insisting on taking a long trade. That's fine. If the NASDAQ cross this fib line, has nothing to do with this auto trade. If we cross this fib line, that means we're going to this higher trend at 220,108. There we go. There we go. Couple of trade, $500. This is it. Okay, well, we are done for today. I want to say thank you very much and wish you a pleasant day, and we wish you a safe trade. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye for now.